Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great Friday. I was just starting to make this incredible dessert and I thought I should share that one because it's such a good recipe and it's really not hard and it's one of my favorite things, banana cheesecake. So mini banana cheesecakes. So it's super simple. Let me tell you what I did first. I'm gonna grab this, hold on. You can see my kitchen is like popping over here because I'm having company for dinner and I wanted to make some kind of special dessert. So you can see in these cupcake holders, I have mini cupcake holders, 12 cupcake holders. And what I did was I took a cup of vanilla wafers and I put them in a food processor until it was really fine. And if you don't have vanilla wafers on hand, you have graham crackers, you can do the same thing. Just use graham crackers instead. And 4 tablespoons of melted butter. You can melt it in the microwave, put it in a measuring cup, put it on for 30 seconds until it's melted. Pour it over the cup of the vanilla wafers and add 2 tablespoons of just white sugar. Mix it all together and it's gonna like mix the butter in and kind of get where you can press it down. You're gonna put about 2 tablespoons per cupcake wrapper and then press it down with your fingers. Preheat your oven to 325 and then pop these in for 5 minutes. Let them cook for 5 minutes, pull them out, and then just set them aside like I'm gonna do now and let them cool. And then turn your oven down to 300 and now we're gonna make the filling, okay? And the filling is really easy. So I'm trying to use 2 different phones so that I don't screw anything up here. So for the banana filling, you need cream cheese, a block of cream cheese, a block and a half of cream cheese at room temperature, okay? And I'm just gonna put it in this bowl and make sure that it's room temperature because it's gonna matter. So I'm just putting it in the bowl. Let me put that over there. Throw everything in my sink that I'm not using. Okay, so a block and a half of the cream cheese. You are gonna add a half a cup of sugar. I never said it was not fattening. It's amazing though. You'll thank me later. And 3 tablespoons of flour. Dump that in there. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna blend that together until it kind of combines. Don't over mix it because you don't wanna get a lot of air in it. So I'm gonna pause for a minute. I'm gonna go mix it because you don't wanna hear that noise and I'll come back and finish with you. All right, so I mixed that in the bowl and there's some on my mixer still. That's okay because I'm gonna add stuff. I'm gonna add 1 mashed banana into that cream cheese mixture, okay? So 1 mashed banana and a 1/4 cup of sour cream. Don't get the low fat, okay? None of that shit, okay? No low fat, nothing, excuse my language. No low fat, okay? We're not doing that. You're gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla, all right? Oh my God, I love vanilla. All right, we're gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla in there. And we're gonna add 2 eggs. 2 eggs, whoops, get that out of there. My kitchen looks like a bomb went off because I made Robbie a little something for when he comes home, just to have before dinner. And then I have a slow cooker going with a Mississippi pot roast in there and a little bit of chicken that I prepared to go in the oven too. And so my kitchen looks like crazy. But anyways, I've added the banana, okay, the bananas. Let me move that. I'm horrible at this, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying so hard to get better. Okay, so I put the rest of that stuff in there and now I'm just gonna blend it all together. I should probably pause for this part too, huh? And I don't want to get too much air in it, but keep mixing. You're just going to do this on low speed until it's all combined. And you know what I'm going to do really quick? See how it all came off my mixer? So I'm just going to get a spatula and kind of go down the sides and just get all that down in there so that I can... Ooh, I got a little bit. Let me taste it. Oh man, that good. Okay. Oh yeah, it's coming together good. It's getting all mixed in there really nice. All right. Okay. Now let me put that on the side. It's gonna take me forever to clean this up today. Okay, so now I'm gonna get my pan here that has my my vanilla wafer crust. Like I said, if you do not have vanilla wafers, just use graham crackers. Not a big deal. But traditionally, banana pudding has. Let me grab a clean spoon. Traditionally, banana pudding has vanilla wafers. So now what you're going to do is you're just going to put a little bit of the filling over each one of these until it's almost full. Okay, and scrape down your sides. You know what you could do is pour this into a measuring cup, and you could pour it in. It would be so much easier. But anyhow, I'm just going to go through and top all these off. And I'm going to pause the camera so that I can do this, and you don't have to watch me fill all 12 of these. So let me go do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I filled up the cupcake holders until they were just about full, and I kind of just give them a little like shaky shake to see that they're even, you know. And then I cut up a banana. You can cut up, you know, more than one, but just take a couple slices of banana and put them in each thing, okay? Just, that one's gonna overflow. Not great, Shannon, but that's all right. Whatevs. The more the better, right? I'm just gonna stick a couple slices of banana on each one. And so after I do this, I'm gonna stick them back in that oven. Now, remember, you turned your oven down to 300 degrees. Oh, hell, I ran out of banana. I gotta cut up another banana. 300 degrees, and you're going to put these into the 300 degree oven for 18 to 20 minutes. And then you're going to go back after 18 or 20 minutes, and you're gonna crack the oven door, and you're gonna let the cheesecake sit in there for about 15 to 20 minutes, okay? So now I am going to throw these in the oven for 18 to 20 minutes. Alexa, have me check the oven in 18 minutes. Fancy over here, fancy. So I'm gonna put these in the oven. Alexa drives me bananas. No pun intended, bananas. Okay, so 18 to 20 minutes. They're going in there, and I'm gonna forget about them for now. And then once that 18 to 20 minutes expires, I'm gonna crack the oven door, so just like, kind of like that, and leave them in there for another 15 minutes. And then you're gonna put them in the fridge and leave them for a little bit. And I'll come back, and I'm gonna show you how to make the homemade whipped cream to go on top of them. And oh my God, these are mind-blowing. You're gonna love them, love them, love them. So I'll be back to show you how to finish them up. Okay, so now I'm gonna make the whipped topping to go on top of the cheesecakes. And you need to cut up some more banana, like just so that you can put one, after you put the whipped cream on, cut up sliced banana and just stick one little piece of banana and a vanilla wafer on the top of your cheesecake. It kind of tells people what's inside of it. So that's a good way for somebody, if they're just looking at that, the cheesecake, that little mini cheesecake, when it's out, they're gonna say, oh, it's a banana cheesecake, because there's a little piece of banana and a vanilla wafer on the top. Now, I sort of have a little problem in the fact that I have 0 vanilla wafers left, because I used what I had left and I didn't buy another box. So that's okay. You know what I'm gonna do instead? It's all about improvising, right? As Clint Eastwood said, improvise, adapt, and overcome. We're gonna use graham cracker crumbs, because I have some of those, and I'll just sprinkle a little bit of that on the top, and it'll be fine. I'm not gonna panic. Okay, so 3/4 of a cup of heavy cream, heavy whipping cream. This stuff right here, guess what? Aldi, I think it's $1.79, $1.69 for this. Go to Kroger, this exact same size is $4.60 or something. Aldi is your best friend for your baking stuff. So this right here, 3/4 of a cup. You're gonna do 1/2 a teaspoon of vanilla into the bowl. 1/2 a teaspoon of vanilla. All right, and then powdered sugar. What do I hear? Oh, it's the teapot. And you're gonna do 6 tablespoons of powdered sugar, all right? I don't know why it's on me. I should be showing you what I'm doing. Okay, so we're gonna do 6 tablespoons of powdered sugar. Same thing, Aldi is great for any kind of baking stuff because they have the best prices, honestly. And no, I'm not getting paid by Aldi to say that, even though my husband works there. Okay, so we're gonna do 6, and you can see I'm not like, I better be quiet, I'm gonna forget. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? What I was gonna say is, I don't like flatten out and do the perfect measurements or anything like that, and guess what? It turns out fine. It's not a big deal. You're gonna beat this now until, let me grab my, I washed those. You're gonna beat this now until it gets like kind of thick and stiff and starts forming like peaks. And it takes a while, so don't freak out if you're doing this for like 2-3 minutes and you still don't have any thickness. Keep going. It takes a little bit of time for you to get your whipped cream like thick enough where you can put it in a baggie and put it on top of those cheesecakes, okay? So I'm gonna go beat this for 5 minutes, and then my cheesecakes are still in the oven. When that timer goes off, I'm gonna crack the door, let them sit in there for 15 minutes, pull them out, put them in the fridge, and then I'll have my whipped cream ready to go on top of them. I can just put the whipped cream in the fridge until I'm ready for it. So I'll be back and I'll show you how we finish all of these off, okay? See you guys soon. All right, I wanted to just come back on for a quick second and show you. I've been beating that cream for about 4 minutes, and you can see it's a little bit thick, but it's still watery. So that's what I'm saying. Don't feel like you're not doing something right if after a while it hasn't gotten thicker. So just keep going, and I promise you it's gonna thicken up, but I just wanted to show you what I was talking about. All right, look at. So it took about maybe 5-6 minutes, and now look at. Do you see? It's really nice and creamy. And I'm just gonna cover it and put it in the fridge and maybe give it a good mix one time more before I put it in my Ziploc to pipe my cheesecake. So I just wanted to show you kind of how it looks after. It's really thick. It's not falling off my spoon easily. That's kind of the consistency that you want it to be. You guys, this stuff is so good. I whip up homemade whipped cream all the time because it doesn't have so much of that oil and stuff in it. And I love fresh fruit with it. Here's a little piece of banana. I have to try it to make sure, I have to test it. I can eat this whole bowl of whipped cream. Hence my figure issues. Anyways, gonna go cover this, put it in the fridge. These are almost done, and I'm gonna cool them, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how to top everything off, okay? All right, so the cheesecake has been in the fridge resting for about the last hour and a half maybe, and I pulled the whipped cream out of the fridge. You can see I left it in there and it stood up to that. It's fine, it's the exact same. I'm just gonna use a spatula and put this into, I have a frosting bag somewhere, but I don't know where it's at, so just a regular old Ziploc. Sophie, you want to help me? Just hold this bag for me. Okay, hold it like that. Hold it open. No, on the outside like that. Yep. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this whipped cream in here. Okay, hold on. Get it out of my bowl. Just like that. All right. Sophie, really is wanting to lick every bit of this whipped cream. Okay. So try to get all the air out of your bag. Just leave it unzipped there, and that way you get the air out. Press it down, and now I'm going to cut the end off. So on these little cheesecakes, I made one little mistake that I need to tell you about. You know how when I cut the banana slices before I put them in the oven and I put them on the top? Don't do that. I forgot the banana slices were to put on after the whipped cream, but it's okay. So they kind of turned, it's fine. It's not like gonna ruin the dessert or anything, but just don't do that. Just don't put the extra banana slices until the end, okay? So take your little bag, cut off the end, just a small hole. You don't want a really big hole. I'll let you do the rest, so. And then just go around your little tiny mini cheesecake like that. Just like so. We're gonna set that down. And now is when you would put your little banana slice on there. And the problem is, like I told you, I have no more Nilla wafers. So I have these in the cupboard, so I'm just gonna use these. You can help me do the rest, okay? Come say hi, Sophie.
Hello.
Wait, my little helper. So I'm just gonna use these instead since I have no more Nilla wafers. Thank you, Sophie. And I'll just sprinkle a little tiny bit on the top. And that's it.
Tastes like them.
Look at, isn't that pretty?
Cute.
I mean, seriously, you will impress anybody if you make this dessert and you keep it. So I'm gonna peel back this so you can see what the cheesecake looks like. Look.
If you can.
Okay. No, I just, because I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to ruin, I want to show them the,
Wow.
look, I'm just gonna peel it back a little tiny bit. Look at that.
Wow.
It's perfect, you guys, and it's such an impressive dessert. So that's it. If you have any questions, make sure you message me. And like I said, don't put the banana slices on before you put in the oven. I made a mistake. I'm human. And that's it. And if you have any questions, message me. Have a good night.